Alright. I already told y'all to pay attention to the all my neighbors. But drill in specifically on, there are a few apartments that people have moved out of recently and new people have moved into. Those people that have moved out and the people that have moved into those apartments, pay extra close attention to those. Okay, so I told y'all that it was an attack already. I think I did. And what they're trying to do is get me to react in a negative way so that they can lock me up, because I'm exposing a lot of their secrets. And the things that I'm exposing is going to put people in prison for life. All right, because I have an abundance of evidence. Like, not only am I saying it, I can prove it with evidence. All right. And so I noticed that this last attack where my alarms, my smoke alarms went off in the apartment, and the slow ass bitch under me in TNB called the fire department. Now, mind you, when the stove had caught on fire because of maintenance coming in here and tampering with the stove, I showed y'all that. Nobody didn't call the fire department then. My kids was here. I had went to the store. Well, I was just out, and the kids was here, and the stove caught on fire. Now you was gone. Nobody didn't call the fire department then because it was planned, and they thought that they were gonna burn the apartment down, and that was the plan, but it didn't work out that way. So my kids had to end up calling. All right. But when they came this time right here, when the alarms went off and the girl when the stove caught on fire, the stove caught on fire, and Jaden was like, "Where you at?" But pardon me, I'm hungry, y'all. When I was burning the sage in here, and the alarms went out, she called the fire department. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with you calling the fire department. Okay, alarms went off. Somebody called, but they used that as a way to plan an attack when they all came up here, and even after the smoke alarms was off, because they had been off after I aired out the house. They had been off for, I don't know, about 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. And then they came knocking on the door. Now, by the time they got here, if it was a fire, you would be able to see that. Or I would have said that. We wouldn't have been in the house if it was a fire. But when they came to the door, and I told them that it wasn't a fire and that I had been burning sage, that should have been the end of it. That should have been the end of it. But they wanted to use that as an attack, because notice too that I called out Officer Strickland on my Facebook saying that I had not seen her in a while. Like a couple days before the attack. All right. She's been actively working with Holly Ridge management, Anisha Brown, Nichelle Uluyo-Mayo, Keith Caldwell, Michelle Murphy. She's been working with them actively. I don't know what type of ties she might have with the owners, but the owners know something about it too, because I have been including them in emails. I have included them in multiple emails. So they all know, everybody in the home office, they all know what's going on. But everybody is aiding in the bed, and some of them are active in the plans. Y'all have to do, y'all got the investigation going on, so y'all investigate everybody. So not only were my rights were violated, tenant rights was violated, civil rights was violated. There was a great deal of abuse of power between management, the police, and the fire department. This is how y'all know, again, that they're working together, because they all was abusing their power. And then they was all faking like they seen smoke in here, because y'all see on the video that there was no smoke. But then when I opened my door, the Officer Strickland with her fake ass talking about, phew, but that was the sage smell, coming out, because it wasn't no smoke, as y'all see on the video. All right, but then they come up in here and y'all see how they all realized I believe they all realized at one time that they had done fucked up again. All right, that everything that they mean for my bad, God uses it for my good. So that's why I always put on the camera. It's more evidence. All right, and I knew that CPS was coming afterwards, because they're going to keep attacking me, because the things that I'm exposing stuff about DSS. I'm exposing stuff about the courthouse. I'm exposing stuff about crooked lawyers, crooked judges, people abusing their power, corruption. I'm exposing the corruption in the whole city. All right. On every level that, God, on the highest level. And so this is why all of the people know me. And this is why they are attacking me, because some of these people that are in this corruption ring are their friends. Okay. And it's a lot of people going to prison. So when CPS came, they asked me questions about my finances and do I get child support. So it's something, too. This is another thing that they trying to do something to my child support that I get from one of the kids' sperm donors. All right. But actually, I'm going to just go on and say it. My oldest daughter, he works with the public schools of Robeson County. Okay. They are trying their hardest to stop my child support. All right. Because they had planned an attack and they stopped my tandem. So I was like terminated. So I terminated it, and then I started getting my child support, which is more. All right. And so since they lost that attack, now they're trying to attack, my finances with trying to take the child support or whatever. And so the worker, which by the time y'all see this video, y'all might have done seen the video where I put the worker up there, and my camera got the footage. I'm gonna just mash all of it up there. I just mashed all of it up together of them here harassing us that night with CPS. So it was a whole day full of harassment. And it was the different levels, because I went against all of them, because they have wrongfully done things to me. They have discriminated against me and my family. They have retaliated. They have committed fraud. They have committed a lot of crimes against me, and I have the evidence of it. And so this is why a lot of them are, panicking, because they're like, damn, like, not only is she speaking about this and telling everybody, she really does have evidence, and she's showing people the evidence. All it's going to take is for a lawyer that's ready to get some money, that want to take her case pro bono. They going to get paid. Okay? But she was asking very unnecessary questions. The officers was here trying to abusing their power, talking about something about obstruction if you don't answer the questions. Like, they were just all out of pocket, all out of line. Officer White, too. Officer Strickland, supervisor. All right. But I noticed that, all right, after they was gone and all that good stuff, each time that they planned an attack and they called CPS, the workers were not coming to address the concerns. They were coming to fish for information, because they looking for something to try to harm me, mentally, emotionally, because they want me to shut the fuck up. But I'm never going to shut the fuck up, and y'all never going to win against God. But anyway, after all that and everything, the next day, I think me, Zayden, and Zoo was leaving out. Now, that night, the neighbor that's now in 10B, light-skinned girl, I don't know her name, I don't know her. I don't talk to none of these people out here. But, that night, I noticed a lot more activity at her house. Okay? I don't know what they was doing over there, but there was a couple other girls over there that were looking at me strange and like had like a smirk on their face. All right, and then the next day when we was leaving out, I noticed that morning when I was leaving out, there was a state worker at the neighbor's house, leaving out of the neighbor's house when I was leaving out of the house. When me and my kids were leaving out of the house, she was walking behind us, all right? I guess as a form of intimidation. That was gang stalking too, because what they do, sometimes when I come out, as soon as I come out, they'll come out behind me and like just follow me. And they try to make themselves like, they try to make it to where I don't notice them, but I read energy. I feel energy. So I know when somebody's watching me, and I know for what purpose they are watching me for. I know you are part of this organized crime ring. All right? Because some of your homegirls and your homeboys getting ready to get caught up in this Rico. So I noticed that there was a state worker over there the next day coming out of the neighbor's house. I don't know what they was doing over there, but I'm pretty sure, 100% sure even, that it had something to do with the previous day's attack. Maybe, I don't know if they was getting payment or something, but something was off, okay? Now, that just hit my spirit this morning for me to get on here and say that. I'm getting ready to get these other videos up so y'all can see, because I know the video that I put up, I recorded it from, my phone, but I want to put up the footage from my my doorbell camera to show y'all more verbatim the harassment. I got both of them from when the first worker came and she was illegally talking to my kids. They were not in immediate danger. There was nothing going on. My 17-year-old daughter was more than capable of watching them for a few hours while I figured out what was going to happen, how I was going to get out of jail when they planned that attack. So you see a pattern, and y'all see Officer Strickland in a lot of my videos. It's not just because she patrolled this area. It's because of what they doing, okay? She the goddamn flying monkey, her and her supervisor, Officer White. The police chief, McNeil, he know about it. Michael McNeil, he know about it because I done told him he don't do nothing. So there is a great deal of corruption that I'm exposing across a lot of their departments, and they don't want to be exposed. Of course, if you've been doing you've been breaking the law, and you call yourself the law, and you took an oath to uphold the Constitution, and people find out that you're doing the exact opposite of that, and you care about how people view you and stuff, they gonna be tore up when this, when they start getting these indictments. But they got the whole neighborhood in on it, I mind my business, I don't bother nobody. Stay to myself. I don't talk to nobody out here at all. Nobody. But if y'all are enjoying the content, like, subscribe, comment, share the video. Let's raise awareness about this, because it's really going on in real time. Not only that, if you would like to donate to support the cause to help fight corruption, the links are in the description below. And I appreciate y'all tuning in.